Hi, it's Hannah here, and today I want to talk a bit about the connection training approach to backing your horse. Now, the horse in this video is a rescued pony named Rowan, and the really key piece for us is that the horse remains calm and connected throughout the process, that they're really relaxed and they're really enjoying it. So there's no need at all for any running, bucking, shying, any kind of fear when a horse has a saddle or a rider on for the first time. You can build it up the steps progressively to make sure that that's really calm and relaxed all the way through. Now, Rowan's actually being rebacked because she arrived at the rescue centre with a huge amount of fear about anything on her back, in fact behind her eye line. So prior to this point, I've had to do a lot of work just going at her pace to help her become really calm, relaxed and happy about being tacked up, having things trailing, and having obviously somebody sitting on her back. Now, that's obviously something I've had to spend a lot of time on because she's being rebacked, but the process is exactly the same whether you're backing or rebacking. You'll do all the same exercises, but it usually takes a bit longer if you're rebacking a horse who's had prior bad experiences, because you've got to spend a bit more time undoing those negative emotional associations with all the different elements of riding. But this is exactly the same process with when you're backing a youngster for the first time as well, and you can make it absolutely fun and enjoyable and calm and relaxed all the way through, especially if you're working with a nice young green horse. Now, the key to that calm relaxation and the communication is making sure that all the steps are in place all the way through. So you'll see in this video that I work with Rowan and we practice she just make sure she's got walk on, halt and turn from a short reining position. So this is using the voice and rein cues that I'll be using when I'm on board, so that she understands how these different elements before I get on. And you'll see here that I'm using the target square for that, which is just a fantastic exercise and works perfectly for this. It keeps her focus on the targets, helps to guide her, and is a brilliant training tool. You'll see as well that I do quite a lot of work at the mounting block, and this is such a key piece. Quite often when people move from the ground to on board, the horse kind of loses that connection with them a little bit. So they can get a little bit lost, they can get a little bit anxious. And the mounting block really is the bridge between the ground and the riding. So you keep that connection and relationship nice and strong, and your horse is really aware where you are and they're totally focused on you when you get on board. When I ride a horse, I want them to be focused on me and listening to me, and the mounting block is really that key piece. And you can see in this video with Rowan that she is totally tuned in to where I am and really happy for me to get on board, but all of her focus and attention is on me, which is absolutely what you want when you start to take those all important first steps.
Let's have a look at this short reining then. You ready? Okay, walk on and touch. Good. Good. That's it. Nice. Across. Nice. Oh. Brilliant. That was so good. That was so good. Okay, we'll go over to this blue one. You walk on and touch. Good girl. That was super duper. You walk on. Oh. Good girl. That was brilliant. I know you want to go to the target. Good. Walk on. See if we can change the rein. Touch. Good. This way. Brill. Touch. Super. So as you can see, that's all pretty good, and she's still really focused on the targets, which sometimes means that we lose the stop or we lose the turning, but it's actually really helpful because I don't want to go much further away from the targets before I get on, because I want her to be that focused on the targets when I first ride. That's going to be our safety thing. If she gets a little bit confused, she's just going to go to a target. So it's a bit of a fine balance at this stage. Can we go this way? Good. Can we go past it? Walk on. And oh, brilliant. Bit of a fine balance at this stage between her focus on the targets and can you touch? And good. And her focus on what I'm asking her to do, because I don't want to move. At this stage I could start to really reinforce everything away from the target so she's really listening, but I want the targets there as our safety net for when we ride, that's the place that she's going to go. So just kind of trying to get that balance right. Okay, should we do some mounting work? We walk on? Good. Come around. Nice. Well, kind of lost the quarters, but not too bad. Not too bad. Good girl. We can do it even when it's not perfect these days. Good. Good. Nice. So obviously she's really connected to me, loves having me up here. We can do wiggly feet. Good. Do wavy arms. This side. Oh. Good. We can change balance. All these things at the beginning, you know, all this lack of balance and stuff was just a bit anxious for her. Good. We've also been working on, can we come around again and see if we can line up again? That was brill. Now this, brill. We've got our flexions off the reins. This way. Good. Good. We can do both ways really softly from the reins, and we can also, are you ready? We walk on? We walk on? Good girl. And then go into the targets really lovely and soft as well. So we've got all the pieces in place to start moving. Yeah, it was brilliant to start moving further on with this, which I'm totally chuffed with. What else can we do? We can hug you. Good. So I just want her to get really used to me wobbling about, waving around, obviously touching her tail, touching her ears, throwing my legs out, lifting my legs up. Good. Even getting off in unconventional ways. So this is something it's wise to have someone at the front when you first start doing this, but just start playing with. Good. Coming off this way. All sorts of little different bits and pieces. That was brilliant. That was brilliant.
So I hope you enjoyed that little clip. If you want more, there's loads of step-by-step video tutorials with lots of different horses being backed and rebacked in our Backing Your Horse Home study course. But for the meantime, I'm just going to leave you with a little clip with Rowan, and this was from the end of the session that you've just watched, and I'd untacked her, walked away and finished, but you can see she was just enjoying it too much. I didn't quite want the session to stop, so I had a little play with her at the end. Thanks for watching.
Oh, very clever. Was that your target? Go on then. Go on then. It's a very good thing for you to do, missus. It's a very good thing for you to do. That means if I stand on here. What do you think? We have to go this side. Well, would you look at that? Would you look at that, missus? So good. What a superstar. I'm gonna leave you there. Gonna leave you there.